We're joined now by Jeff Musson, Executive Director of Coding for Veterans. Jeff, good to talk to you this morning. Let's talk about that pretty impressive float behind you here. I understand that this is all environmentally friendly as well.
Yeah, so the float itself really has to all be natural. And when you see the Black Hawk helicopter, it's made out of parsley. You see our logo, it's made out of blueberries and kidney beans. There's an F-35 fighter jet made out of seaweed, and then there's a missile cruiser made out of silver leaves. And there's over 48,000 flowers. Of those, 32,000 roses have to be put on this float in the next 24 hours.
That's pretty remarkable, yeah, because, of course, New Year's Day just a couple of days away now. Jeff, let's talk about this. The only Canadian float here belongs to Coding for Veterans. What's the significance of Coding for Veterans taking part in this, and how special is it to be the only sort of CanCon, as it were?
Yeah, so it's really great. So Coding for Veterans helps military veterans retrain for jobs in software development and cybersecurity. And the program's delivered 100% online in Canada through the University of Ottawa. And in the U.S., it's delivered 100% online through the University of Southern California. So we actually have Canadian military veterans as well as U.S. military veterans on this float, as well as students in our program. And so it's a real sense of pride in which to highlight Canada on a global stage, and really, what better way to honor the service and sacrifice of men and women in the military than providing them career jobs in cybersecurity and software development.
Yeah, I mean, the concept makes a lot of sense, Jeff. I wonder, how many other floats are there? I mean, how unique is it that there's just one Canadian float here?
Put it this way, we were in the parade last year, and we were the first Canadian float in 35 years to be here. We took home one of the top awards. The San Diego Zoo took home one of the awards. We took home the other top award. We were invited back, and there are 34 floats. It's a pretty unique opportunity in which to highlight Canada on the global stage.
Yeah. And Jeff, what kind of time goes into creating that float? I mean, the designs, the materials you're using, it must take quite a while.
Yeah, so we're here on the shop floor in the warehouse in Pasadena, California. That float started to get assembled in June. There's been over 6,500 man hours to put this together. There's over 750 volunteers, and like I said, there's 48,000 flowers that ultimately get assembled on this float.
And how long is the parade route, and where could we possibly, I realize where it's taking place, but do you know if it's being broadcast somewhere, Jeff? I mean, how could we catch a glimpse of this?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not only broadcast on the Rose Bowl YouTube channel, but also on U.S. networks on ABC, NBC, KTLA. And it is at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, and it runs for 2 hours, and it's quite the spectacle.
And so, Jeff, will there be Canadian veterans marching beside the float as well? What's the connection to what veterans will be there?
Yeah, actually not marching. They're actually going to be on the float itself. Okay. And so we have a couple of Canadian veterans that will be participating. And they're all thrilled. We're thrilled to really highlight the honor and sacrifice that they've given. And, it's going to be a real fun time.
You must be working around the clock coming up until January 1st.
Put it this way, we were here at 4:30 this morning, and we're going all the way through, and judging, starts tomorrow morning. So we're going to be busy. We got over 250 volunteers coming out to finish this thing today.
Hey, Jeff Musson, appreciate the chat here. Jeff Musson is the Executive Director of Coding for Veterans, joining us from Pasadena, California. Hope it all goes well coming up on New Year's Day. Jeff, thanks for the time.
Happy New Year.
And to you too.